It's your boy Ken with the Anchor Reef. What I would really want y'all to take a look at with me, it's gonna be my first product review. But only reason I'm doing it is because when I did my research and trying to find a protein skimmer, there was a lot of mixed reviews on it. A lot of people had good things to say, a lot of people had bad things to say. Couldn't really come to a conclusion, so my only conclusion was to try it for myself. I was in a pinch for money, needed a protein skimmer. I was starting to do more to my tank, so I definitely need to get those extra nutrients out, and I decided to go with one. So I want to show you it right quick while it's dirty before I get ready to do a water change on this big tank. Check it out. Well, this is the Clone100 made by Instant Ocean. In no fashion or form am I being sponsored by these people. I just thought I would take a quick second to show you that it works. I do have mine sitting on a little rubber pad down there, just because, like I say, the sucker's got a nice little home to it. And in the dead of the night when it's quiet, the last thing you want to hear is a bunch of noise. I've got mine marked so that I always know exactly where I want it. As you see how thick that skimmate is right there, that's what you want. You want you to have a little tornado in there. And of course it will pull up all your gunk and junk right on out the top. But there it is. It works. It's been working. Haven't had any problems with it. Just gotta give it time to get warmed up. You Google search it now, YouTube it. A lot of people got a lot of bad things to say about it. How it doesn't work, it's inefficient, this, that, and the other. Folks, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've been using this skimmer right here almost as long as I've been in the hobby. Maybe about 2 or 3 years after I got into it, I got this skimmer. So I've probably had this skimmer 4 or 5 years now, maybe a little bit longer. Still the original pump, original housing, original everything. As you see, I did do a little modification to the front here, just cut a plastic bottle just because I didn't like the way the water shut off. And down here, right where they connect, I just put me a little plumber's tape on the inside of there so that they seat real well. Other than that, you can see the sucker pulls out skimmate like crazy. This is probably 2 days worth right here, maybe less. Like I say, I'm getting ready to do a water change on here. I changed out the GFO and carbon and stuff yesterday. I like to do things in stages, so I'm not removing all the bacteria at one time. Got this loud little hang on the back filter here, just circulating water really. But yeah, man, this skimmer right here, it works. In the beginning stages of this skimmer, it is going to send out a lot of bubbles, so be prepared for that. It only lasts for a little bit. Open up the valve all the way just before the little nipple comes out, and just let it run. You're going to have to empty your skimmer cup several times throughout the first day or so, and it will break in. Once it breaks in, let the skimmer run. Don't run and try to clean the cup every single day. Sometimes I don't clean my cup for a week, maybe a little bit longer, as long as I can without it actually filling up or overflowing. But I try to let it collect as much gunk in there as possible and just let that run. The skimmer works. For the amount of money, if you're in a pinch, you see I'm running a 75-gallon display with a 20-gallon long sump. And it's still doing what I think it's supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I'm sure I have another skimmer out of my fish shed right now, SC 125, something like that. I just haven't hooked it up. I haven't seen a need to. My skimmer works. Clone100 works. I'm only telling you this because I've used it myself. I have watched other videos. I've read the reports. I've listened to the 50-50 and making a decision when it came time to choose a skimmer. This was the one I decided to go with. It was like $100, I think, at my local fish store. First I hung it on the back, then it ended up going in the sump. Either way, it works. It works both ways, hanging it on the back or in sump. It works. My only, I guess, displeasement with this skimmer is it's kind of noisy. It does have a hum to it. The dirtier it gets, the louder it gets. But it's in my sump, so it really doesn't, I guess, bother me as much. But when I had it hanging on the back, it, like I say, it gets pretty loud. So you have to be prepared for that. Noise is the issue. Then of course you're gonna have to look for something and probably come out a little bit more money out of your pocket. But the skimmer works, people, and that's really all I wanted to show you, is that it works. Like I say, I'm about to jump in here and clean this sump, clean it real good. So I wanted to kind of show you the skim mate in the skimmer now before I take it out and clean it. So let me see if we can get this. You see all the micro bubbles right there? Well, if you had this hanging on the back of your tank, all those micro bubbles would be in your fish tank right now. And that is a concern for a lot of people when they first purchase a skimmer. And then they say it doesn't tune. Well, you have to remember, it's clean. It's just now getting established. Mine will start spitting skim mate here within about 30, maybe 45 minutes. But yours, when you first open it, it's gonna take about 3, maybe 4 days. Some 2, depending on how you run it. And if you open it all the way like I told you, and just keep cleaning the cup, it will break in, it will run. I feel it's best in the sump because I can chamber it out, of course, before it hits the return. Even these bubbles never hit their return pipe. Yes, I did clean my sump. I only did a detritus removal. I don't really go into a great big detail when it comes to my sump. I don't have a show sump yet. I'll get there one day, but this is not it. If something's gonna happen, I'd rather it happen down here than happen up here. So right now, we're just gonna let that run, and everything will be back to normal. So let me show you my 2 modifications where I was talking about. This is the actual pump where it comes together here. See if we can do this with one hand. But you see that I put a little bit of plumber's tape under there, so I just didn't really like the way it set once it came together. But now it's very tight, it's not loose. When you first get it, of course it's tight, but after time it kind of loosens up. That little bit of plumber's tape saved a bunch of suction. And my last and final, like I say, this here was a plastic bottle I cut down the side with a zip tie. Made it to the exact size of the mouth. So now my water does not splash over the top and down out to do its own thing, but it's more, I guess, uniform now to go straight down into the chamber where I have it set up to run through. So there it is, cleaned up. I'll go ahead and get it put back together, get it into the tank, and turn it back on. I've done the DIY skimmers. I've considered other skimmers. I have other skimmers, but this skimmer right here, it works. I mean, they say don't fix it if it ain't broke. Well, it ain't broke. So right now, Anchor Reef is running on the Clone100. And as always, enjoy your reef.